Today on the Travel Magazine, we'll take you to Punta Arenas, Chile's southernmost city. Once a penal colony and a military garrison, its turn-of-the-century architecture belie its dismal origins. But first, Montevideo, Uruguay. An enchanting city of plazas, promenades, statues, and graceful colonial buildings exquisitely framed by a 12-mile halo of golden beaches. To the outgoing Montevideanos, courtesy is a natural quality extended to visitors with equal sincerity. Wedged between Brazil and Argentina, Uruguay is not only one of the smallest, but also one of the safest countries in South America. Its capital, Montevideo, is rich in history and culture.
Stay with us as we explore this vibrant city with its many squares, its little shops and miles of beaches.
2.5 hours by high-speed ferry from the Argentine capital of Buenos Aires, Montevideo is the biggest natural port on the Rio de la Plata. Artistic expression has always been important to Montevideanos, whether it's in architecture, sculpture, theater, or literature. Plazas serve as open-air galleries for talented artists, and lovely old mansions have become museums. While the city is an eclectic mix of old and new, it has never lost its European flair. Cited by some as the second safest capital city in the world, Montevideo, and the country as a whole, reflects the liberal ideas brought by European settlers in the 19th century. Why should people, when they go to South America, go to Montevideo? Why should they come here?
Because life is safe. You feel safe here. Montevideo is a small city, and the mentality is just against violence.
With a 95% literacy rate, Uruguay has the highest education level in South America. But oppressed for years by Spain and wedged between its two giant neighbors, Argentina and Brazil, tiny Uruguay has fought hard for its freedom. Today, however, the people of Montevideo freely enjoy their privileged city by the sea.
Montevideo has 24 kilometers of beaches from the area of the port to the eastern part of the city. And all the beaches are safe. You can bath there, you can swim. You're gonna see the beaches in the islands, in the beautiful shore we have here in the capital city.
Montevideo is blessed by its miles of pristine beaches. Not only is the salt air pure and healthful, but perfect weather from December to Easter permits the natives to pursue their love of sports on the sands. While soccer is their passion, Montevideanos also use their beaches for volleyball, surfing, jet skiing, windsurfing, yachting, and fishing. The city is the starting point of a varied coastline of bays, rocky headlands, sand dunes, and blue lagoons stretching right up to Brazil. Carlos, tell us about this square.
This is the Independence Square with a monument to our national hero, General José Artigas, who gave us the independence from Spain.
What year did that happen?
But that happened in 1830. We were independent in that year.
At the end of the square is where Montevideo's bustling main boulevard, Avenido 18 de Julio, begins, the name commemorating the date of Uruguay's independence from Spain. The other side of the gate leads to the old city, Montevideo's historic sector. Its elegant colonial and European architecture includes the classic Teatro Solis, at one time a rich man's mansion, and now the city's leading theater. The 26-story Palacio Salvo was once South America's tallest building, and the ornately marbled Legislative Palace is considered one of the world's 3 most beautiful government buildings. But everywhere, there's always some leafy plaza to sit and relax. In fact, the city boasts 2,000 hectares of parks and plazas.
The main constitution of the country was sworn on July 18, 1830. What we can see here is the Metropolitan Cathedral, built in a neoclassical style between 1790 and 1804. And we can also see the Cabildo in the square, a very important building in the country.
Buenos días, señor.
Bueno, ¿cómo anda? ¿Bien?
Yeah, me gusta. Okay.
¿Le gusta Montevideo?
Do I like Montevideo?
Sí.
I think it is beautiful. It is
Sí.
like a city, but it has the touch of a small village. It has a beautiful climate. It has beaches. It has architecture. And I understand you have beautiful leather shops. Meek and I are going to go leather shopping later on. When we return, we'll visit the pulsing port market. We'll also visit one of South America's most famous leather shops.
It will be very nice in my room. Something from Montevideo. Very nice. We will be back with more of the Travel Magazine just after this, so stay with us.
At the beginning of World War II, the German battleship Admiral Graf Spee was sinking Allied ships when 3 British cruisers crippled her. After limping into Montevideo for repairs, Hitler ordered her to be scuttled. Today, the Graf Spee's anchor marks the famous event. Close by, the port market, which sold only meat and seafood during colonial days, now displays a vast variety of treats. This is Mika's favorite area, there's no question about it. Restaurants, shops. What is this area called?
Yes, this area is called the Market of the Port, a very popular place in Montevideo with many restaurants, barbecue, snack bars, artists, painters, singers.
Y lo digo con gran fe, aunque señores son peces, pero lo digo no es cabeza.
The port market is also a showcase for the country's colorful handicrafts, a tradition passed from generation to generation. Many of them are inspired by the country's rural life, the giant cattle and sheep estancias, and the famous Uruguayan cowboys, the galloping gauchos. Most materials used are linked to the local Criolla culture: silver, horn, leather, bone, and textiles woven from the wool of the country's 200 million sheep. Such semi-precious stones as agates, quartz, and topaz are mined in the north to make local jewelry. Painting is also a major tradition.
Hi, how are you? Canada, eh? Yeah, good. This is beautiful. Very nice. You made it? You make it?
Sí,
Oh, this is you?
sí, nosotros somos, hacemos esto nosotros.
Oh, my Spanish is not very good. Your English is not good. My Spanish is not very good. But this is,
Sí, es de
oh, this is the back of your hair.
sí,
So this is you, and this is your sister and your mommy.
sí.
Good, and your daddy. How much is it?
$20.
$20.
Sí.
Woo. It's very nice. You will come down, price? You will come down $15? You'll come down for $15? See, oh, okay, that was easy. I'll take that. Very nice, because you look so nice.
The pork market is one of the busiest spots in the city, particularly at noon and on Saturdays when locals gather for lunch or a drink in a warren of parrillados, the sizzling barbecue stalls. Beef is a primary staple since this is cattle country, but mutton is also a popular choice. The standard short order is chivito, a steak sandwich with cheese, lettuce, tomato, and bacon. But such snacks don't interfere with serious dining, which begins at about 9 p.m. Cattle not only play a major part in Uruguay's gastronomy, but also in its famous leather goods, ranging from luggage to fashionable clothing.
My name is Mieke de Boer.
Samuel Bernveld, you're in
And
Montevideo.
I'm Jake de Boer. Nice
Gusto.
to meet you.
Pleasure, sir.
We came to browse.
Certainly, yes, please.
Okay.
Anything special you'd like to see?
Well, what would you recommend will be something special?
What would be nice for Mieke?
Well, shall we start with the lady here? Let's see. Well, what about something in a nice suede jacket?
Feels good.
Mieke, that
How
would
do
be
you like?
Very nice.
And it's a color which goes with everything. Uruguay is a country where we have most of the production of ours is leather, beef.
Yeah.
That's our. We have no minerals, no natural other products. So one of the best buys in Uruguay is our leather and our wool. All the production is local production. The skins are Uruguayan skins. The advantage of the climate in this country is that we have a very nice dry weather. That gives a chance to dry the skins once they come out from inside the tannery, not to dry it with products or dry it with artificial things, but our weather gives a chance to dry the skins to such an extent that you are placed for 3,000, 4,000 garments and you don't smell any leather.
Oh, no.
Mieke, just hold
That
on.
is
That is beautiful on you.
Something which makes a big difference. Leather is like a diamond. If you have 1 carat, it costs so much.
Yes.
If you cut it in 4 pieces, it's not a quarter of that price. It's much less. In leather, it's the same. Here you have a jacket with a full piece of leather. It's no cut in the middle. It's all full skins,
Yeah.
which makes that you need more skin to make a jacket like this. And that gives it also that spacious glamour.
Are you setting me up to spend a lot of money?
Yes, I am. I'm
Oh,
prepared
it
to take all the
sounds
money.
like it. Why is it that everything always looks so good on my wife?
Because she's beautiful.
Because that's why I still have to work, I think.
Well, that's going to cost you now when you're going to buy several jackets.
But how do you like this one, Jake?
Very nice.
Well, that was
Okay,
very
thank you very
nice.
much.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel a little bit broke, you know.
That's what I got your money now.
Mieke, what do you think?
I think this is very nice.
From Montevideo, we'll take you to Punta Arenas, a strategic port before the Panama Canal opened, but still the major base of the Chilean Navy.
Well, Jake, here is the toe of the Indian.
Okay,
So first, let's rub it.
rub it, let's
Rub-
kiss it.
We will be back with more of a travel magazine just after this, so stay with us.
Punta Arenas, Chile, is located on the Straits of Magellan. The area was discovered by the well-known Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan in 1520. Come with us as we explore the city today. Visit a 5,000-hectare or 12,000-acre sheep stantia and see penguins 450 kilometers north of Antarctica. Punta Arenas, Chile's southernmost city, sits on the western shore of Magellan's inland passage, which circumvents Cape Horn by linking the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. During the California gold rush, Punta Arenas sprang alive when prospectors came through the strait, stopping for provisions. Although shipping declined when the Panama Canal opened, Punta Arenas soon expanded its wool, mutton, and fishing industries. What does Punta Arenas mean, and what was the significance, and is the significance of the city? It is a city, is it not?
It's a city. It's a city. It's the capital of the region. Now, Punta Arenas means sandy point. And normally, because all the Stretch of Magallanes, you can see more sand all the time with the wind coming up. You see? So that's why it's sandy and windy.
With a population of 110,000, Punta Arenas is now the largest city on the Magellan Strait. Not only is it a popular stop for cruise ships, but a major port for fishing fleets. The city is designed in metropolitan style with an imposing cathedral on its central square. A massive statue of Magellan also stands in the plaza.
This is a very important square because it's the first place really where we'll build the city. So the city is just divided in two sides, the south and the north, and this square divides the city in two. In the city, in this square, we have a principal monument of Hernando de Magallanes. Hernando de Magallanes was a Portuguese that was the first man who came to this area, and now we have this monument where it includes the Indians of this area. We're speaking about the Onas, Tehuelches, Aonikenk. Most of them live around this region. Some of them at the area of Patagonia, and others going to the north of Chile.
So what is the story on the Indian, and why do you have to touch his toe?
Well, normally history says that when you come to Punta Arenas, you have to touch the Indian foot because you are going to return to this land. That's the truth about it.
Punta Arenas' golden age stretched from 1850 to 1914, when its rapid commercial and agriculture expansion attracted a wave of stolid European immigrants, including not only the architects who designed the great mansions, but the artisans who built them. These architectural gems preserve the 19th century atmosphere of Patagonia's most alluring city. But its colorful, if tattered rooftops also offer a harsh reminder of the windswept life on the strait. Located in Chile's sub-Antarctic, summers in Punta Arenas are cool, but its winters relatively mild. And while Spanish is Chile's official language, some Indian languages are still spoken. Few natives speak English in this region, except of course for those fluent merchants catering to tourists. As befits a country with a 4,300-kilometer coastline stretching down the Atlantic from Peru, fishing is a major industry. And Chile exports its catches anywhere from Europe and the United States to Japan and Brazil. The people of Punta Arenas call themselves Magellanicos first and Chileans second. It's hardly surprising since, in order to get to this southernmost part of the world, you must either travel for days by bus, fly direct, or arrive by ocean liner. The importance of sheep to Chile's economy has a long and vibrant history. Near the entrance of the Punta Arenas cemetery is a handsome bronze sculpture of a shepherd on his horse, followed by his dog and sheep. A vivid reminder that mutton, wool and skins were the town's economic forces a century ago and still are today.
Sheep is the most important thing in this region because estancias live most of a sheep. We have one type of sheep that it's called Corriedale. It's a very strong sheep, short legs, but especially prepared for this type of weather.
Are you wearing a whole sheep today?
Only half of a sheep.
Only half of a sheep. Punta Arenas' early economy relied on wild animal products such as sealskins, guanaco hides and feathers, mineral products like coal, gold, and guano, plus firewood and timber. But it really began to flourish after 300 purebred sheep were shipped from the Falkland Islands in the late 19th century. Soon, 2 million animals were grazing the pastures northeast of Punta Arenas, bordering Otway Bay. As the wool market boomed, Asturian entrepreneur Jose Menendez became one of South America's wealthiest and most powerful men, at one time controlling nearly 1 million hectares. The family's spectacular mansion, Casa Brown Menendez, is now a cultural museum in Punta Arenas. But besides the millions of sheep, other wildlife abound in Chilean Patagonia: condors, pumas, ostrich-type nandus, and of course, large colonies of amiable penguins.
We can find around this region the Magellanic penguin. The Magellanic penguin is a little penguin, 60 centimeters, and they come to this place that it's called Sena Otway, near the ocean, just to put the little ones, the eggs, and stay with them until they learn how to swim. At the end of March, normally all the colony, all the group, gets out of this place until the Atlantic Ocean, and they return again next year.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Travel Magazine. Join us again as we travel the world.
Well, this is the toe. So I will rub it, and many people have rubbed this before. See how shiny it is?
So you're going to kiss it too?
Okay, why not?
Okay, let me do it as well because I want to come with you.
And rub it again,
And rub it? Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's it.